Lex Diesel with the super chat says, random thoughts. Nas's hook game is a 10. And K Dot's voice
Easy.
sucks. Carry on.
7. It's a 7. It's a 7. It's a 7. It doesn't suck. Like Jay's voice is better than Kendrick's voice, and so I give Jay like an 8.
Jay's
And
voice is
Kendrick's like a
much better
7.
than Kendrick's voice. All right,
Not
tell
much
me
better.
on what
It's just
song
good.
would you say that Kendrick has out voiced somebody, for lack of a better term? What is Kendrick? He has many voices. Give an example of where you think Kendrick's voice is at its best.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Okay. I was thinking more so Phil.
I can get with that one too. I was actually about to say that deep reflective baritone that's on Feel and How Much a Dollar Costs is very impactful. When he is being loud but being concise.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying, like Compton or Mortal Man. He's got a few levels with his voice. He can do some things. Like the way he's rapping on Compton, the way he's rapping on Mortal Man. No, I like that voice because it's with an intent and a conciseness, though. I don't like that voice unhinged, which is what I feel like happens a lot of the time with records where his voice goes to that level.
I liked him on that Black Lip Bastard remix where he's like, look inside my parking garage and see a collage of every person I despise since the moment I turned 5. Like, I like when he does that, but again, maybe that's me on some traditionalist shit where I don't like all the wacky, crazy voices. Like, I don't like it when he does it. I don't like it when Nicki does it. I don't like it when Eminem does it. I don't even really like it when Andre 3000 does it. Because I remember Red Velvet, right? I think that's an example of a song where he kind of does all of them.
You can keep that.
You don't like Red Velvet? Red Velvet's dope.
No, it's not. You can keep
but see, when he came in there, how can you measure a nigga by multiple figures? He make got heading there purchase the newest Mercedes to salute back as soon as you drive that bitch off the lot. That was cool. He was killing it. But I like the second verse where he's like, Don was the one who came in contact. I'd rather you rap like that. You know what I'm saying?
You can keep that food. Keep trying to tell you, Red Velvet's one of the worst songs on Stankonia.
What?
It's one of the problems with Stankonia. Yes.
I think Red Velvet's the top 5 song on Stankonia.
Bottom 5.
No.
Totally disagree.
Esquire in the super chat says
Gasoline Dreams, Red Velvet.
No, Red Velvet. Oh, I thought you were saying Gasoline Dreams is ahead of that. No.
No. I'm talking about bottom 5.
I like Red Velvet more than I like Miss Jackson.
Yeah, you tripping.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo, I am for real. Nah, I'm cool on that record. Maybe I heard it too much or something, man.
I think you got it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. You know me. I love.
Things like having the boys coming from a neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of American pie and take her pie out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out. Let her know her grandchild is a baby and not a paycheck. Private school, daycare, medical bills. Shit, I pay that. No.
Big Boy killed that. Yeah.
Snapping.
Drake killed it too. But I don't know, man. Maybe it's the beat or the hook. I think it's my least favorite OutKast single of those
it's
first
obvious,
4
because you talk about Miss Jackson so much like it is some redheaded stepchild.
Esquire with the super chat says Dave Chappelle ironically addressed this during his Let's Ask Ja Rule About Foreign Affairs segment skit on Chappelle Show. Yeah. It's like, why are we... Yeah. But again, that's America's relationship with celebrity. We feel like, or the media feels like, celebrities have the answer to everything. So let's let them talk about any and everything. 36 Chambers says, yay aside, how do you feel about the new Music Friday? Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Yeah, let's get the Metro.
Yeah, we got to get to Metro. Let me get through these super chats.
Damn you, Kanye.
36 Chambers says...
how Kanye took over? Did you see how Kanye took over?
Yeah, man. That's a polarizing figure right there. 36 Chambers says, respect to both of y'all. Thanks for addressing the topic involving figures of the culture and for having a space to engage in this discourse.
Just cost us money. That's great. Because you want to know what I thought about? I sat up here and bought up a book written by you-know-who from Germany. Yeah, they just was like, as soon as they realized that that's in there, somebody's like, go and cut these niggas' water off.
Yeah.
Cut their water off right now.
But yeah, man, you don't like Red Velvet, huh?
No, it's not good, Mike.
Red Velvet's fire, man.
You want to know how
I would say the top songs
I'll call before I come is in that bottom 5 too. No, it's
I
in that
think
bottom
"Call
five
Before
too.
I Come" is probably the worst song on Stankonia.
No. Gasoline Dreams might be, or Red Velvet.
No, you got you don't like Gasoline Dreams?
Mike, what is wrong with you? Like, hold on?
I like Gasoline Dreams.
No,
All right,
we're
all right.
pausing for the calls and we're pulling up Stankonia.
All
Hold
of
on,
my heroes
Mike.
did dope. Every nigga around me playing
You
married or
see, you talking
paying
about the
child
verse?
support.
No.
I
Damn that.
can't cope. Never make
No.
no sense to me. One day I hope it will, and that's that. Yeah, that shit was hard. You don't
No, that
like the
shit's not
beat?
hard. You want to know why this shit's not hard? I'd like to submit to you how the first three OutKasts before them start off. My intro to let you know, Two Dope Boys in a Cadillac, and Return of the Gangster. Now tell me Gasoline Dreams measures up.
Well, it's
One of
clearly
the
the
biggest
worst of those
failures is
four,
the start
but I
off.
like it.
That's where it's not good. That's no, you're
I
tripping.
think "Call Before I Come" is the worst song on the album.
Hold on. Gasoline Dreams, I'll Call Before I Come. Do you like Explosion? I feel like they could have kept Explosion.
I think "Explosion" sounds like a song that could have been cut, even though Dre's verse is pretty super.
It's dope. No, I
the
like
production
Be Real
on there is the problem.
Yeah. So keep Explosion. I'll Call Before I Come. Gasoline Dreams. We love these hoes.
You like that song? It's cool.
Get smashed on there. No. Big Boy and Get snapped on there. Nigga, you dumb.
Hey,
you should
look,
have pulled it out.
Backbone killed it too.
That nigga Big Boy said, "Nigga, you dumb. You should have pulled it out and squirted on an eyelash." Then the face be holding the baby. Now she after your ass.
That's when Big Boy's in his zone right there. And look, Backbone killed it too.
Great. I was like, he said that. I was like, oh, that's great.
You know, Backbone and Big Boy are really good together. I would like to hear a mixtape of Backbone and Big Boy as a duo.
So hold on, you think Red Velvet's better than We Love These Hoes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you tripping. Yeah, that's where you tripping. You think Humble Mumble's better than you think Red Velvet's better than Humble Mumble?
I got Red Velvet and Humble Mumble like right around each other.
Where you're tripping. That's not the same level, Mike. No, it's not. That's not. You think that's the same level? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to listen to Red Velvet again.
This is where I'm gonna go. "Bombs Over Baghdad's the best song on the album, right?
Toilet Tissue is the worst song on the album.
Okay, I'm fine with that. "Bombs Over Baghdad's my number one. Number two, I'm probably gonna go Spaghetti Junction. Then So Fresh, So Clean. Shit. Then I might be starting to go Humble Mumble.
Gangsta shit, Mike.
Red Velvet. I think I'm gonna go Gangsta shit.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna go Gangsta shit at 4. Then I'm gonna go Humble Mumble, Red Velvet. Red Velvet's around 6.
Yeah, I think you're tripping. Okay, so
you
I'm
like
with you on Bombs Over Baghdad
Snapping and Trapping better?
Huh?
You like Snapping and Trapping better?
Possibly. I'm with you. First of all, I think you are really underrating gangster shit because I got Bombs Over Baghdad, then I got Gangsta Shit. Those are the two best songs on Stankonia to me. It's Bombs Over Baghdad, is Gangsta Shit. Then it's Spaghetti Junction. I think that's an ATL thing too. I don't think people outside of Atlanta feel that way about Spaghetti Junction like we do. They don't even know what the hell Spaghetti Junction is unless they've been down here.
Niggas elope with ski slopes and fall like avalanches. Listen, when Big Boy and Dre are going back and forth, you can't beat that. That there, that automatically makes it the second best song for me. That sounds like some Benz or Beamer shit.
No, it's not at that level, but that's why it's not. But I still have it at third.
It's not that far. I mean, no, Benz or Beamer was a top 3 OutKast song, but Spaghetti Junction is pretty strong.
I like it. It's not. I have So Fresh, So Clean at number 4, and then I would probably go Humble Mumble at 5. I think Dre's verse on Humble Mumble might be the best verse on the album.
I think it might be too. Yeah. Jay Short with the super chat says, do you guys predict any surprises for 2023? Jay-Z, back to the subject at hand. Jay-Z's going to be relevant musically again. No? No Jay-Z album? You don't think we're getting another Jig album?
No. Why? I mean, what? We don't have anything to believe that we would. No.
Hypothetically, if we did get another Jay-Z album, who produces it?
That's the question that we've been asking ourselves, really.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, you know what? I hate to say it. I think we might be going down a whole nother no ID run. He might just go do another one with no ID.
How about Kanye?
He's not attaching himself to Kanye right now, I don't think.
Oh, it's very problematic. I wonder why that
He
is.
needs Kanye.
Wonder why that is.
Alchemist said he would do it. Now I would like to hear that.
Alchemist said he'd do Jay's album?
Yeah.
There-
He said
you
he
know,
wants to do a Jay album.
should say yes.
Jay needs to holler at Alchemist. Make this happen.
Say yes. Pretty certain Jay has a house in LA somewhere. Pull up in the studio.
I mean, I'm sure wherever Jay's at, Alchemist could pull up.
No, he need to pull up.
He need to pull up to the lab.
Yeah, he need to get out and pull up to the lab. No, all that. Fuck all that. That shit don't make for good music. Because I'm gonna tell you what. That's what he told Nas when Nas signed the Def Jam. He's like, Nas need to go out. Nas need to go to parties and hang out and see the vibe and see what's currently going on. I very vividly remember when Jay-Z said that. So the same fucking rules apply to him. The same thing he said about Nas when hip hop is dead around that time, and about Nas being insulated and needing to go out. Right. Same thing applies.
You think we're going to get another Nas album in 2023? Oh, you got inside information. I can't ask you. Esquire with the super chat says, have either of you read Kool Moe Dee's There's a God MC? Good resource to prepare and publish your definitive list of 30 greatest MCs ever. Yeah, I remember that part of that list went viral or whatnot, and yeah, I didn't read the book as a whole though. Did you ever get a hold of that book?
I have gotten a hold of excerpts of it, but not the totality of it. I need to put it on my shelf. To be honest with you, I've really started thinking about some things in terms of like honing in. I think some of our next level here at According to Hip Hop is going to be honing in on some more of the history properly and really starting to make our, you always looked at this, Mike, and you always told me that you looked at this when you started According to Hip Hop as an appropriate archive. And so I think we kind of need to get just more double down on maybe our hip hop history. You feel me?
Right.
Like, I think the more fluent we become as we grow in it, the more we can educate and help, keep things alive. Like, I think every day when we do the show, I think about what LL Cool J said when he started Rock the Bells, the radio, and that's to make sure that Rakim and KRS and him and all these guys got the treatment that Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney and Steve McQueen and all these guys and David Bowie and get the same treatment that these guys get. And I think we're contributing to that in the right way. But part of that contribution is also making sure that you stay on point, update your levels, update your formula, stay current on your history, and stay current at the same time. And so it's tough to do, but it's like, those are things we need to be mindful of too as we grow, in this community, in this hip hop sphere.
Yeah, it's a collective effort because Rock the Bells and LL and those guys, their whole staff, they can't do it alone,
Yeah.
Mad Max,
it's not their job to, it's all our jobs. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mad Max with the super chat says, Hove come outside again, he's going to Griselda. West Side Gun.
Listen to what I'm saying when I mean, listen to what I mean when I say up our knowledge. Like, Mike, I bet you if I were to ask you a track number off the Low End Theory, you would know the name of the song. Mm-hmm. And that's 1991. But I bet you if I asked you the same thing about Bigger and Deffer, you wouldn't.
Right.
That's what I mean about how we can up our level too, because even some of the stuff that we're familiar with, we don't know it off the top of our head the way we know our Low End Theory, our Chronic, our Illmatic. It's like both of us know that These Nuts is track 6 on the Chronic. Like, I know you know that. Mm-hmm. We've talked about it. It's track 6.
One of the best beats of all time.
Right. And you and me have called each other and text each other at separate times, playing that record, being like, yo, this shit crazy. These Nuts. It's like, yeah, track 6. It's like, yeah.
I remember I was playing Doggy Style in the car one day, and What's My Name came on. And that's one of those songs that's like a standard. So it's like, you're just, sometimes you hear it and it's just on. But I was like really listening to it, turned up. And I called Coop. I was like, man, this record is perfect. Like, from top to bottom, that might be one of the most, from a technical standpoint, perfect hip hop singles ever released.
Got everything.
It's got everything.
It's a perfect hip hop single for rap's first big superstar.
It's like the beat, of course, right? The hook, the engineering, I mean, the opening line,
It
everything
still
that you
sounds so
want
fresh today, Mike. When you play it today, it sounds fresh.
from the depths of the sea. Like everybody can finish that line.
Yeah.
You know, the way that Snoop was able to do that on the
Doggy dog,
Chronic and
funky left
Doggy
up. Yep.
Style, where he was able to have these epic opening lines again and again and again, that's not some easy stuff to do, man.
It's not.
1, 2, 3 into the four. I mean, simple, but these are like
Yes.
everybody knows these.
I told you, Mike, falling back on that ass with a hellified gangster lean.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the rest. Getting funky on the mic like an old batch. You can go say that to a 60-year-old white woman right now, Mike, and she knows the next set of bars. Getting funky on the mic like an old batch of collard greens.
Gin and juice, those opening lines.
Yeah. And some of the lines in the middle. I got fixed in the living room getting it on,
Yeah.
and they ain't leaving till.
And
So
even
what you wanna do?
even records like It Ain't No Fun. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house? Like these
Right.
are epic opening lines. That's not easy stuff to do.
Well, think about this. The whole "We Don't Love These Hoes." It's like that might be the most famous one. It's like that comes on the end of the first verse. But for what? We don't love these hoes. Yeah.
Back
So
to
we
the
don't
lecture
smoke an
at
ounce to
hand.
this. Look, the whole G's up, hoes down. Why you motherfuckers bounce to this? It's all quotable shit.
All quotable shit. It's
like
incredible.
Constant. Yeah, it's incredible.
Mo Better with the super chat says, are you guys including Ab Soul's album that's dropping this month in the top 10 of the 2022 list? If it's great. Or does the list stop in November? Ab Soul's dropping what? Next week? Ab Soul's dropping a song with Jay-Z too. We haven't talked about that. What do you think about that? And that's going to carry us on to talking about this Metro album because we're talking about music. What are your expectations for the Ab Soul and Jay-Z collaboration?
It's a fascinating pick to collaborate on Jay's side, so I'm interested to see where he's going to go because, Ab Soul's very wordy, introspective, and funky. You know,
conspiracy theory Ab Soul. He's my favorite TDE member, by the way. I
I'm a
love the
schoolboy
conspiracy theory rap.
I'm a schoolboy guy, but yeah. So I'm fascinated in that. Nah, man, you want to know what cutoff date need to be like next Friday? That's cool because the Mount Westmore is dropping next Friday too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, cutoff date December 9th.
I want to hear this record with Jay. You remember when
where the Conway at? I thought what happened to the Conway?
Right, good question. You remember when Common made that song, Welcome to Black America? It didn't make his Black America Again album, but Ab Soul was on it. And
it wasn't good.
No, the song was good. That song
the
was
album
good.
Wasn't good though.
The album was alright. I like that album. And you know how I've been about Common stuff, but yeah, I like that album. That album was cool. Song with Bilal Home and all that. But anyway, let me get to my point. The song with Ab Soul, Welcome to Black America, you can probably find on YouTube or SoundCloud or whatever. Ab Soul torched Common on that record. And it was one of those situations where it was a young guy you could tell was a fan of Common. And Common came in and, kind of dialed it in. He was doing his rap thing. He was saying stuff like off the chain like Django, stuff like that, whatever. Ab Soul came in there and murdered. And he understood the moment. It reminds me of when T.I. gets on records with Big Boy, UGK, or 8 Ball and MJG. He respects the artist so much that he understands the moment. Jay-Z better come with it on this song because Ab Soul's sneaky in that way. And he clearly understands the moment because he's clearly a Jay fan. And I expect to hear a really, really good song because of that. Jay's super competitive. And I see what Ab Soul did to comment on Welcome to Black America. And I'm expecting a really good song.